Hey guys, Trajan here. I'm back from hockey sleepaway camp. So, the reason why I'm wearing a Spider-Man costume is because when I could get back from sleepaway camp, I was going to do ranking Spider-Man TV shows. That's why I'm wearing this Spider-Man costume. Okay, let's get started. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go! Coming in 10th place is the Ultimate Spider-Man. The reason why I don't like the Ultimate Spider-Man is because, why is there no Eddie Brock in it? They did Harry Osborn as Venom and the Symbiote Spider-Man. That sounds silly, and when I watched it, I was so mad and so pissed and stuff. I hated it. And also, why did they make the Goblin so big? That was stupid. I like the Goblin, from, the original one. The original Goblin, too. And, the Rhino? Why would they have a big Rhino? The Rhino all gray. That sucked, too. Why was he a teenager? That sucked also. And Doc Ock had long hair, which sucked, too, and stuff. And why did they do Peter Parker as Carnage? That sucked. There's no Clayus Cassidy. This show sucks, actually. This is the worst show. Okay, this show is done. This show sucks. Let's move on. Coming in ninth place is Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. So the reason why is it's too childish too. It's for toddlers. That was Nigel's opinion too. That was Nigel's opinion, but I just have the same agreement as him. It was too childish and stuff. I don't even watch it, but the Goblin even looks nice, but he's terrible, and I just hate it. This actually sucks. So let's move on. Too childish show. Coming in 8th place, it's a Spider-Man from 2017. It was featuring the MCU, but I don't think so, because they did Venom, but Brock was in there, which is good, but they didn't do him as Venom that much. They did somebody like Max Modell as Venom, which sucked and stuff. That show sucked. The one from 2017 sucks too. Stuff. I mean, I do like there's Maximum Venom though, which is good, but I hated that they did Harry Osborn as the Hobgoblin. That sucks too. Let's move on to number 7. Okay, so 7th place is Spider-Man: The New Animated Series. That show was good though, but the CGI was great and stuff, but the villains did not make sense. It was a Sam Raimi's blockbuster. It came out in 2003. Stuff the villains did not make sense. There should have been more accurate Spider-Man villains, comic book. They were just made up Spider-Man villains. I mean, the only two that were accurate from the comics were Electro and Lizard, and that came out 2003 and stayed until September 2003, and it was done. So let's move on to number 6. This one is Spider-Man's Amazing Friends. It's from 1981 though. It's from the 80s, not the other one I was talking about, the one for toddlers. So, Spider-Man's Amazing Friends comes in 6th place and stuff. It was Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. It was a unique team up stuff. Had Iceman and Firestar, whoever her name is, I forgot her name. But the show, I barely watched the show actually. It just had teammates and stuff. Him with teammates, from the Spider-Man from 1981. Let's move on. 5 is Spider-Man from 1981. So basically, it was but there was no symbiote Spider-Man until 1994 though, by the way. It was from the Amazing Friends, same actor and stuff. Doc Ock was in there, but it was first appearance of Black Cat TV show, but she was a villain first. But so basically it had Captain America and the X-Men, Magneto and stuff, as villains and stuff. It had classic Spidey villains and stuff. Anyways, let's move on to number 4. Number 4 is the 60s Spider-Man. The first Spider-Man show ever from 1967. My dad used to watch it actually. His suit was not Spidey accurate though, because it doesn't have the webs down and stuff. He used villains though, but there was not a lot of villains back in the 60s and stuff. It was a great TV show. My dad used to watch it, like I just said again. It was aired on ABC until 1970. So let's move on. Okay, here are the top 3 Spider-Man TV shows. So number 3 is Spectacular Spider-Man. It was a great TV show. That was Nigel's favorite TV show, actually, too. I loved it, too. Like, this is number 3. Basically, like they did, like, I love that he did Chameleon wearing the Spider-Man's regular costume, while Spider-Man had the symbiote costume. It was a great fight. It was really unique. I loved it. And stuff, like, it was inspiration of, like, Sam Raimi's and stuff. It lasted from 2008 through 2009 and stuff, but then soon it was later replaced by stupid Ultimate Spider-Man. It was like, but they did like Electro pretty good, Doc Ock, Sandman pretty good and stuff. Like, it was a really good one. Number 2 is Spider-Man Unlimited. It was basically like Venom and Carnage were great and stuff, like, but Peter Parker went to like a different Earth and stuff. Like, it did have villains, but the Green Goblin was good and stuff. Like, Venom and Carnage were great, actually, teammates. Like, there was one episode where it's called One's the Loneliest Number, where Eddie Brock got somebody took Eddie Brock's symbiote and Spider-Man had to go get and stuff. He had to fight Carnage so he could get Venom back. So he wore his symbiote. It was a great one. Symbiote became Symbiote Spider-Man once again, like from until like back in Earth he wore it and stuff. It was great. So coming in number 1 is Spider-Man, the animated series from 1994. It was great. They did like the Spider-Man costume great. They did like all villains great. Venom was great. Carnage was great and stuff. Like, the only thing about it that was missing is like there was no Sandman for some reason. I don't know why they did not do any Sandman in it and stuff. And the Hobgoblin was actually pretty great. Like, the Hobgoblin was voiced by Mark Hamill and stuff. He was a great actor for Hobgoblin. Like, but in the comics, Green Goblin came first, then the Hobgoblin. But in this one, Hobgoblin came first. He was a henchman hired by Norman Osborn, though. And Green Goblin came second, voiced by, I forgot the actor's name, by the way. It was a great show. Like, Spider Carnage was great, actually, at the end of the season. Like, he was at the end of the full season and stuff. He was great. He was a clone of Peter Parker. He was actually really good. I really liked him. So that's ranking of top 10 Spider-Man shows. As always, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and tap notification bell for new videos. As always, see you next time. Also, remember, peace out, Girl Scout, and subscribe for new.